Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
There he is, the one they call the Divine Ponytail.
Well, that is his trademark, isn't it?
Yeah, and everything connected to that ponytail is footballing perfection. He's got Roberto Baggio!
No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply, and it's Cruyff. Now it's Roberto Baggio. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? Rice. Bellingham. Marcelo. It's run loose here. Cruyff herring after the ball here. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Always. It's Lukaku!
Lukaku really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Danilo. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pirlo. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here! And he's being shifted off it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Passes short and sharp. Still goalless at the moment. Just eases him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Aims beyond the defence. Makelele. And here's Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus, renowned for his long-range shooting. Kvaratskhelia. Marcelo. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Cruyff, looking to play him in. Thuram, nicely spread. Messi is in a really good position out wide. He has found the way through. Silvestre, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham. And it's Rice. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham. And it's Rice. Rice! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more...
On the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot!
Kvaratskhelia made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications. India really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well, that's well seen too. Chips it through. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Danilo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. And he's definitely onside. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Foot in. Now it's Cruyff. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello, attendees.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
India have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Baggio.
The second period is on the way.
Mateus.
India leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
17, Yamal. Number 15, Kagawa.
Looking for the run. Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. Pirlo. Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's Kagawa. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. And this is Lukaku. Kvaratskhelia. That's a shade optimistic. Pirlo. Kagawa.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Messi. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he's got away from him. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Bellingham. So, Jim, what are you thinking? He's having a hit! Silvesh. Kagawa. Yamal. This is a promising build-up. Yamal is onto this. And here's Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pacho. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Kvaratskhelia wants to run onto this. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kvaratskhelia really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Threads one in, and it's been played through. He's found a way through. Swing and a header! And yes, it's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the field is number 18, Romario. Substitution.
Pacho. And here's Yamal. Oh, strongly challenged there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Pepe gets over and intercepts.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, just skips past his man. Makaleli.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And he's got the beating of his man. And Cruyff! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Chelsea with the corner, they're first. Pirlo pulls short. Makaleli. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. It's Makaleli. Puyol gets a foot in here. Distributed tidily. Yamal, and the through ball. That has not gone well. And here's Cruyff. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Yamal. Oh, that's nice. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Marcelo. And it's Hazard.
2 added minutes has
We are
been
into
indicated.
stoppage time. Makaleli. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes. And he's cut it out. It's a searching pass. Yamal. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Now here is a true... Here's a chance! That's got him rattled. India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has not gone well. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Roberto Baggio. It's a pretty loose pass. Buffon sends that a long way. Kvaratskhelia aims beyond the defence, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Norway clearly didn't help themselves by telling...
It's Azar! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Ended up in no man's land. And now the breakaway. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's been won straight back. And it's Azar.
India are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham in acres of space out wide. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's had it nicked away. Pele! Superb from Pele! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. And that really is so impressive. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Roberto Baggio. Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Good-looking ball. And this is Lukaku. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a sweeping cross. Buffon claims it without any fuss. Hazard not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's running away. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kvaratskhelia.
Norway really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Marcelo. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Hazard. Now, can they get him away? And this is Inzaghi. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Great vision.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pepe. And the referee has blown for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke,
And
don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
By the entrance gates. Thank you.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack would...
It's Basho! Rice. And Marcelo. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Inzaghi. Bellingham. Rice. And it's Zambrotta. Baresi gets a foot in here. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in plenty of space here. Messi! Brilliant save from Buffon! They've got to be quick to recover this. Can he get away here? Real chance!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Spread neatly. Inzaghi has it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. Marcelo. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lukaku receives it in a wide position. Marcelo just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they can counter here. And it's Hazard.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now it's Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It
Shapes to shoot! Pele, and the counter is on. And he's there to make the challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's having a pop! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Looking for options for movement. Marcelo, can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need, off the shoulder of the last defender.
He's having a hit! Sensational from Bellingham! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 6.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Messi.
That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to get it away.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Bruno Fernandes.
Rice conjures time and space where few can. And he's managed to get free. Bruno Fernandes looking to play him in.
Number 2. Puyol.
India really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Filippo Inzaghi, he has found the way through. Marcelo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's Pele! And yes, it's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Norway now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better...
And he's decided to go for it. And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know. And
just about within shooting range. Another one of football's and how moments. He and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? It's a goal! And what a climax we have here! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution.
Norway are making a change now. India give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And that's a good ball. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Hazard, and he's had it nicked away. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim. Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham! Oh, fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
India have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Stojkovic. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. And here's Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Lukaku certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. In towards the back stick. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Can he get on the end of this? Lukaku. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. That was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Might be danger here. Referee has just said play on. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's been cut out, well played. Ups for safety. He's a sharp little ball here. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
India are now luxuriating. Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself. The message is clear, none shall pass. Shifted it to the flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And a chance! I've fallen kindly here. And that has fair fizzed.
Lukaku clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And it's made its way to him. Vitinha. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. He's having a hit! Schneider. Stojkovic. Oh, well measured. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Palermo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something.
And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
India are up by the odd goal in 3. Just a bit. Oh, what has happened? He's having a shot! Decent chance! And that's another fine save. Tries to play it through. Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Azar. Schneider. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham. Bellingham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi knocks it into space. Pepe spots it and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Palermo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Driving forward. And it's Schneider. And this is Azar. Lukaku. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Schneider. Now it's Stojkovic. So we've reached the hour mark. Messi. Stojkovic. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that?
Tries a shot! Well taken goal. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
India now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And this is Lukaku. Oh, well played. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kvaratskhelia threads one in. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Marcelo just loves to go forward whenever he can. That is good alertness. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass tree to do it.
Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
So we have movement on both benches.
Snyder.
So now the difference is 3.
Messi.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Il numero 9.
And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Il numero 14. Il numero 8.
Rodri
Attenzione
looking
alla
to provide the
sostituzione.
solidity his team so need. Eze, and it's Kubo, succumbs to the pressure. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a shade optimistic. Mendes venturing down the left. Now it's Eze.
There they go, hunting again.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking for options for movement. Nicked it back promptly. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That has ended up in no man's land. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is a brilliant interception. Valverde, that's Guardiola. Thuram makes a dash for it. Kubo. Martinez. Kubo. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Spread it left. So what can they make of this? Pass somewhat off target. And claimed it back swiftly. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, good. And the finish! Yamal. And it's Zambrotta. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. India can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedri promptly onto that, and that is that. Bale. Probing pass. That is a great pick out. Oh, it's Bale! It's bounced back off the post. Messi. And the counter is on. That looks a cracking ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pepe makes the interception. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he cuts out the supply, and he thumps it clear. And it's Marcelo. Kvaratskhelia, very much a man of this moment. First quarter of an hour gone. India are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Look at the space. Goes for a shot! Goal! Ecuador! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bellingham. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty...
Lukaku! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Bale. It's played through for him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's in on goal. It's Lukaku! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Bale. Time and again they are repelled. Takes a shot! And a neat finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a... He's had a shot! And here's Kane. Kane. Kane! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's given the time to pick a pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Conte. Now it's Kane. And he's had it nicked away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a quick one. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Zambrotta. And it's Messi. Van Dijk does well not to be outdone there. O'Reilly is flagged offside. It's just beyond his reach.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1 each. And we are back on the way. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Kvaratskhelia really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is good progress on the left. And he skips past his man. Bellingham. Shomurodov. And this is Kane. Now that looks a decent ball. Now then, the ball's come... Oh, he's been caught on it! He's having a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Has another go! Once more against the woodwork! And he's quick to get rid. Shomurodov, never out of the action for very long. Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram calmly anticipates. This looks promising. Oh, they could break here. India needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Chance! And now they can clear their lines. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. Threads one. It's Lukaku! And that is wildly off target.
India really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes of foot here, and from both sides.
Number 18, Bellingham. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the field.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Yamal.
Now it's
Number
Lukaku.
4, Bruno Fernandes. Number 16, Rodri. Substitution.
Bruno Fernandes. India are looking to break at pace. Kante was in no mood for any of that. Gerrard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Gerrard. Rafinha cuts it out. India are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bruno Fernandes! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field. Number
India
6,
with their first corner, the first in the game for either side,
Number
actually.
5, Lukaku. Coming on the field, number 21, Hazard. Number 14, Eto'o. Substitution in progress.
An audacious attempt! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Rodri really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Bruno Fernandes. Takes aim and crosses. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Kane. Bellingham. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Eto'o. Still anyone's game there. Tries from distance. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's having a good look here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility.
Yamal!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Stood up well to him there. And this is Eto'o. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
This might spell danger. Bruno Fernandes, who can single-handedly make a difference. Hazard. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Kane. Nicked it back promptly. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. All hands on deck for this one. And that is masterful defending. And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And it's Bellingham. India couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Marcelo. Kvaratskhelia. Both sides exercising caution for now. Now it's Drogba. He's got away. Drogba. Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Spread it left. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Casemiro.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Rivaldo. Out towards the flank. Great vision. Rivaldo. And this is Drogba. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Zambrotta. Matthäus. Well, they could break here. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. And this is Rivaldo. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get... There's the shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 27 minutes is number 5, Romelu Lukaku.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Drogba. Rice. That's a nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed. He's picked it, he's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Drogba.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Can he get on the end? Lukaku! Goal! Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Looking for options for movement. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that was asking for too much. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. That's a lovely, neat pass. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, cracking effort.
Right.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
India have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we get things going again. India currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Cruyff. Now it's Drogba. Kvaratskhelia. Pirlo. And Mateus. And it's Cruyff. Casemiro. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Casemiro. And here's Cruyff. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rivaldo. And he's well positioned. It's Drogba! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played up towards the front line. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
India are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Pirlo. And he's forced to go back. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Drogba. Cruyff tries a shot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Threads one in, and that pass isn't the best. Bellingham does well to get it back. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? Mateus, and they can counter here. Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mateus, and it's Cruyff. Ferdinand proves too strong. That ball looks a good one.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Rivaldo, closing in on goal. And this is Lukaku. Is there any Kvaratskhelia? Oh, good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number
Things
13.
starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And
It's Inzaghi!
Coming on the field.
Another one of football's and how moments.
that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Number 11, Messi. Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Eto'o. Kvaratskhelia. Marcelo tries to pass it through. And that is masterful defending. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Inzaghi. He is Inzaghi! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And it's Pirlo.
Manchester United are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
He's had a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Gvardiol. Pirlo. Gerrard. Messi. Gerrard. That pass has been well intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
1 minute added time.
Bruno Fernandes. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target. Gvardiol. And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
A quick reminder today that smoking
How do you look
is
back on the
only
game then,
allowed in
Jim?
areas
Well, the
shown in
look
this
on the
map.
manager's
Thank you
face
for your
says it all.
cooperation.
He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.